All right, man. Thank you so much for being on with us today. We are trying to find out a little bit more about yourself and how the Union Fait La Force Training Center has kind of helped you along in your career, and kind of just get your overall experience. If you could tell everybody your name, a little bit about yourself, and where you're from.
My name is Schmid. I was born in Haiti but raised in America. I'm a soccer player for Inter Miami, and I just currently committed to Barry University. Yeah.
Awesome, man. And where did you grow up playing?
I grew up playing soccer in Haiti back in Port-au-Prince, Marie-Thérèse. That's where I started playing soccer. I fell in love with the sport, and then I moved to America, and my life has changed.
Awesome, man. And I know a little bit about you because we've talked before, but
Yeah.
for those who don't know, if you could just say tell everybody a little bit about you as a player, your position, how you like to play, that sort of thing.
My position right now is left back and center back, and I could also play six. But mainly back when I was in Haiti, I was a 10 or winger. But when I moved to the state, I started playing more as a six, and then God gifted me with a strength and with a body where I'm very strong physically. So they decided to try me as a center back and as a fullback, and I've excelled really good.
So, at being a Haitian American player, when you heard about the Union Fait La Fosse training center and them, working together with the federation to kind of scout and to ID players for the national team, uh, what did you think about that, and what does that mean to you as a Haitian American?
For me, I was just honestly, I was at home resting, and then my coach texted me. He told me about the L'Union Fait la Force, and I thought it was very interesting, and I was very happy to hear that. And me and my family was very happy to hear that, and it was a big opportunity for me to show both my talent, especially to the Haitian Federation. And then I decided to go, and ever since then, my life have changed, and right now I just play for the Haitian national team, which was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Like, other big countries, Argentina, some European countries, they have like these satellite locations where, players of that origin can kind of get, on the scene per se.
Yeah,
But for Haiti, a country that is, a smaller country for one, but also a country that's going through a lot, it kind of shows the connection that these Haitian coaches and former players have to want to give that opportunity to players here in Miami. Where do you think that comes from?
I think the connection come from them being born in Haiti and also used to be a professional soccer player, so they know what the kids are looking for and the type of opportunity they are looking for. So as soon as I heard it, and when I actually went over there, um, they were basically trying to help me out a lot, especially I could name a few like Rudy Lomera and Jean-Max Alexandre. Those were the coaches that was there, and they used to play professional, and they were giving me a lot of advice to excel as a player.
So you talked a little bit about that you felt like your life has changed since then. Can you explain a little bit about what it's like being a player that has had a national team experience? Like, do you feel like the opportunity of playing with your national team gives you a little bit more like validation or recognition, whether you're in a
Most, de-
club team, Inter Miami, college team?
most definitely, it does. It give you more recognition from people, especially sometime when I mention it to people, or sometimes I don't even mention it. They would just know about it because they were watching the game or they were paying attention. It is a lot of people respect this, so sometimes when I mention it, they are sometimes shocked. Um, it's just a unexplainable moment. Honestly, you
That
can't.
that makes complete sense, man. And one thing that I noticed, where I noticed here in Miami, especially for like Afro Caribbean players, sometimes the opportunity, and you could tell me if you think I'm wrong, sometimes the opportunities seem like uh, there's kind of less opportunities for Afro Caribbean players in Miami because it's such a Spanish influenced place. Where even the language, right? Like a lot of these clubs, Spanish is the first language, and some of the professional clubs or some of the bigger opportunities, are used to seeing like a player that may look or or be part of their own culture. How important is it to have opportunities like Union Fe La Force for a training center for an Afro Caribbean player in South Florida?
For me, it's really important because right now, especially in South Florida, it's hard to join a academy. Um, it's hard to join a high level academy program that's in South Florida. So the work Union Felafos is doing is actually amazing because it's showboating. One is giving you a platform where you could showboat yourself, and the coaches will help you. The coaches have amazing contact. They'll probably hit up a college coach, a professional team, a professional academy, to let them know about you, and they could also help you out to join the Haitian national team. So it is a big opportunity. So I think the work they are doing is actually amazing because it has helped me for the long run.
That's a great answer, man. It really is. And it brought a lot of different kids together, right? Like Jaspora from, like, let's say Canada, Quebec, France, Miami, South Florida. Even some players were coming from like Phoenix, Arizona, and all these different places. Um, do you think that that mix and bringing all these Haitians from these different these different places is a strength for the national team?
It is a big strength because literally in February, the players we came from everywhere: Haiti, France, Portugal, Canada, the U.S. So, and when we went over there, it was amazing. The spirit was really good. Everyone was connected, and now we qualified to play the World Cup qualification. So that was really good. I think the work we are doing is absolutely amazing, bringing players from other countries and just giving up opportunities to everyone and not being selfish.
I love that, man. It's like you said, it's a beautiful thing to see those kids come together and accomplish something so big. So just to stay on that, what was the experience like playing with the national team? How was that?
The experience was good. It's a lot of pressure, but as soon as soon as you find the the moment to really manage the pressure, you just be yourself and you play good. But there's a lot of pressure because you representing a country, you representing like thousands of people. So a lot of pressure comes on, but for me, I feel like pressure is a privilege. So when I went out there, I was trying to perform my best and showboating my talent to the world. So that's all that mattered.
That's awesome, man. And so one thing that I've talked to some of the kids who have participated in the training center and in the ID camp, and one thing they kind of said, having like Emile Innocent, Jean Marc, and some of the other coaches there, that they were able to kind of have like a mentorship that went kind of beyond the training center. Like, hey, if they need professional advice or college advice, having players that have already been in that situation from their community, it was like an it was kind of more than a coaching or an ID camp. Did you get the same feeling?
Yeah, I got the same feeling because when I went over there, I did really good, and then they brought me in and they were telling me and my dad how I will be way much better as a player if I do this and that, and they were really not trying to compliment me. They were trying to help me. So just pointing out the things that I'm doing wrong. So I respected that.
Absolutely. That's super important because that experience is invaluable, you know.
Yeah.
And the last question, man, if you were to, tell, well, actually, a two-part question. Um, if you were to tell any kids who are thinking about coming to the Union Faire la Force training center, and if you were to give them any advice or to talk to them directly, what would you say?
I'll say to them to have a lot of hope, to believe, because for me, when Lunion started the camp, I was actually injured, and when I went over there, I was performing. I could name a lot of players that went with me, and it is now on the national team. You have Belmore Joseph, me, Chris, Carl Laurent. We all went to the national team this February, so they opened doors for a lot of players. So just have full faith and see it as a big opportunity for you to go out there and perform and make a name for yourself.
That's a great answer, man. And last question: if you were to send any message that you whatever you like to the staff and to the coaches at Union Fait La Force, what would you like to say?
I'll say thank you. I'll say thank you because till to this day we are still looking over me, protecting me, um, providing me with a lot of information that I need to know, especially Rudy and Jean-Marc Alexandre. They are both trying to help me, especially till this day. So I want to say a big thank you to every coaches, the player that I am right now. They played a big role. So I want to say thank you.
Absolutely, man. And just as a point to say. I think everybody from the community is really proud of you. Seeing you come from Iowa States to Inter and now college, and going to the World Cup qualifiers and putting on the Haiti jersey. It was great to see. We're very proud of you, and keep pushing, man. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you. Just an honor to represent everyone, to represent the country. And I'm very proud of myself. And I also have to give all praise and glory to the Lord, man, because that's His grace. I'm just very happy that I'm able to make the Haitian community proud. That's all.